Hi everyone, welcome back. It is still the same day when I did a ring pour and a tilted pour, and if you have not seen this video, please check them out as well. I again have added here the footage of my colors that I've used for the entire project. So if you have not seen the other two videos yet, these are the colors that I've used. Again, my Artina colors and my metallic colors. I've added some Floetrol to them and some PVA glue to some of the colors, and none of them have silicone. So this is a series of experiments that I was doing, so please do not wonder why everything is looking a bit messy already. This is the third experiment in a row, and I again wanted to do some kind of ring tree pour, but this time I wanted to have a somewhat different approach. I've chosen for two smaller canvases, which is only 20 centimeter round canvas. And for this project I wanted to do again a ring pour, but I did not want to pour it out of the cup. As I did with my large one, I wanted to make a small hole in the bottom of the cup and let the paint flow out from its own. I've not tried this before, and I'm not sure if anyone ever tried this, but I thought it might have a cool effect and might be a good idea to try. But I, again, not sure if it works after all. So what I did in the beginning, I just used some metal needle, warmed it up and made a small hole in the bottom of this cup. Used some clear tape and taped the hole so that the paint does not drip off instantly. My idea was to fill some of the paint into the cup, remove the tape and let it flow onto the canvas. And I just wanted to see what effect it creates. I again have the same color palette as for the other two projects which I did before this video. So again, I did not expect any popping bright, super cool color effects, as I didn't achieve them in the last two projects. But as I just wanted to see here how the effect in general works, if it looks ugly, or if it's worthless and not a good idea, I just used the colors that I had mixed because I had mixed way too much colors, and so it just was about playing around. And for these canvases it really was more trial and error, because I had no idea how the colors will flow out, how much of a color I will need in general, if I will get effects with different colors, or if one color will just lead throughout the entire project with only very little of the other color showing through. I did not know. So I just filled some of the colors in the cup. And in my first project, as you can see here, it was almost completely white and muted, and only very little color was coming through, which I of course did not like so much. So I decided to just swipe it off and remove the paint and start over again. So when my canvas was ready again, I just made the exact same procedure, but used different colors and used way less white than for the first attempt. Removed the tape again and let it pour onto the canvas. Unfortunately, you cannot really see that good how it flows out of the cup. It really worked great. I hold the cup very still so that the paint always flows on the same area of the canvas. I could have moved my hand to achieve certain different effects on the canvas, but I wanted to have it really circular in the end. It really worked great. Some more color were popping through. In the end it turned out a bit more violet-y, and still quite much of the white were coming through. But overall, I really liked the result way more than the first attempt. When all the paint was put out of the cup, I moved the color around on the canvas a bit just to spread it out. And I did not really want to have it completely even on the canvas because it looked a bit boring. So I tilted it a bit more and shifted the color around just to see if I can create something more interesting in a way, and I think it in a way worked. It is again a bit less contrasty and more like a pastel tone, which is not my favorite because I like stronger contrasts, but I think it looked in a way pretty, and probably someone might like it, or I hope someone will like it. Please comment if you like it. It looked at least nice, and I had some cells popping up, although there is no silicone in the paint at all. So probably because of some of the metallic colors, I have realized that having metallic colors is creating cells on its own. Don't know, perhaps that there's something in these colors that enables cell creation. And the end result looked in a way quite cute. So I will definitely keep this one. As my second attempt was way more successful than my first fail, I was inspired to go on with the second canvas. And I did the complete same procedure again, mixed some colors in my cup, pulled the clear tape and waited what happened. The paint again flew out in almost the same color palette than with the pour before. but I had a little nasty blob of thicker paint on the canvas, and you can see this in the very end of the pour when I'm trying to move the paint around. And this blob of paint was like a barrier, like a reef or something. It blocked the paint from flowing and it made the strangest effects, and in the end it ruined the whole thing, I think. So I really did not like how this one came out and I scrapped it again. At this point of the day, I started to get frustrated, because if you have seen all my other videos, most of the times I came up with something pretty, and I did not need so much attempts creating this artwork to look that pretty as it did. And this day, although it was meant to be my experimenting day and not creating some beautiful everlasting artwork out of it, it in a way started frustrating me because it was not so successful after all the entire time. And although my second ring pour was pretty, my tilted pour was in a way underwhelming. My first attempt here was ugly, the second was kind of pretty, the third was again more And now let's see what my next attempt is going to be. So I did not want to waste the canvas, I will keep going until I have something pretty looking again, just for my ego. And so I did. I cleaned the canvas and poured again color into my cup, taped it of course before that the paint is not flowing out, removed the tape and poured it onto the canvas. And it turned green! Yeah, the yellow and the blue mixed and created green, which looked nice again. Of course it was muted again, as the whole entire project series seems to be way too muted for my taste, but it looks in a way cool, so I am going to keep this as well. As I was happy to have something nice looking created, I added some glitter onto it. And when I add glitter onto it, I have the feeling that everything is going to become prettier in the end. It is half dried yet and it looks quite nice. I will show you again the end results from both of the projects in the very end. And here we go with the results of my second ring pour type of thing, which I poured out of the cup from the hole in the cup. This is the result of the green one, which I really think it's cool. It's still a bit muted for my personal taste, but if you are not so much into the contrasty pours, this really looks pretty. In this one, none of the paint has broken apart, so at this part of the pour there was only very little PVA glue in the paint, especially only in the yellow paint, but nothing happened to it, so everything is good with this one. And even more pretty is this one. I really love the cells here, which still don't know why they formed, but these areas overall look just pretty, like, I don't know, a planet or something. I really love the result of this one. Although it's quite muted and, well, pastel-like color tones here, I love that it's a bit darker here in the bottom part and in the side part here. So this one really came out cool. What do you think? Do you have a favorite? If so, please leave me in the comment below, because I always love to hear what you like the most. I think that's it for today's video. Please let me know if you liked the results. If you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe, because this means the world to me. Besides these acrylic pours, I also do some realism paintings and drawings and resin artwork, whatever comes into my mind or is requested actually. So if you have any requests what you would like to see, please comment below. And until my next video, I wish you a great day. Bye bye!